from Naomi's Home Health. We are at the 7th chakra, the crown chakra. Sorry, every time this thing just goes weird. I'm back. I don't know if you're getting a glitch at the start of every live video, but I am. So let's dive right into the crown chakra. How have you been going with the chakras? Let me know below if you've been tuning into this, if you've been watching the replay, put hashtag replay. Let me know what you're thinking. I'd love some feedback. Has this helped you? Have you started, from the root chakra and worked your way up? Have you done anything with any of this information? Because it's really, really good information and it's important. I know it doesn't seem like it. And to some people who aren't really connected, like energetically, just have a little look and just start to feel into things, because it really does change your perspective of yourself. It really does. Like, I was one of those people who was like, oh my gosh, chakras. But since I slowly got into it over the years, I've really started to think, and it had to hit me quite a few times. People kept going, oh, maybe your solar plexus, oh, maybe this. And as I dived into it more and more, I'm like, oh, okay, now I understand what they're talking about. And your healing isn't just a whole physical matter. It's not just what you put in your mouth. It's what happens on a whole aspect, energetically, emotionally, mentally. And working on your chakras is going to help with the balance of that. So let's dive into the crown chakra, the 7th chakra. It's here on the top of the head. So I don't really know how to say a lot of these chakra names because they're a mouthful, but it's Sahasrara, means 1,000 or infinite. So it's, like I said, it's located at the top of the head, the final chakra, and it creates a strong connection with your supreme self. It's like your flow of energy with the universe. So, I don't know if a lot of you meditate or ground in when you are thinking about, or you're using white light for protection, and you're thinking about white source light coming down. It's coming down through there. So it's represented by a pure white light or violet color, and it influences the brain function, such as memory, not really working for me right now, intelligence, and sharp focus. So when it activates, it brings a more positive outlook on life for you, and you see more changes in your habits, your attitudes, and this is really important for our healing. We need to have a positive attitude. If you're going to, which I do see a lot in the group of, if somebody's post doesn't get posted, or like if I don't approve it, or if I share something that maybe is a bit out of your comfort zone, sometimes people can go on to the attack. So for me, having an open mind and a positive attitude, like, oh, Naomi's sharing something I don't really know much about. Just because you don't know much about it doesn't mean it's not going to work for you, or it doesn't mean it's not something that you should look into. So, and this is where you can change your habits and your attitude, totally being open. So it's so this, you're not ruled by your ego any longer. You're going to have more emotions like gratitude, compassion, acceptance of your true self. And you want to reject the negative thoughts a lot more. So when you start to bring in negative thoughts, and we all do, you're going to be more inclined to say, no, go away. So a balanced crown chakra brings spiritual understanding and peace with a clear perspective. So when the crown chakra is unbalanced or blocked, you may experience disillusionment, boredom, melancholy, and restlessness. So the violet or white color of the crown chakra is a color of spirituality, and spirituality can mean a lot of different things to everybody. It could, it's not just a religious thing. Spirituality is a whole lot more than that. And that color is a unifying color, and it contains all the qualities of the other chakras when it's completely activated. So it brings strong emotions of letting go and transformation. And this is where we're at. We want to transform. We don't want to be stuck in our healing, in our body, where we're sick and we're doing the same thing that's making us sick, keeping us sick. Do you even know what is making you sick or keeping you sick? Have you worked that out yet? I can tell, like, if I've eaten the wrong thing, I go out and have lunch or dinner or whatever, and I don't always choose the best food. Sometimes I want to, do what everyone else is doing, but I will notice it and I can pinpoint it to exactly what it is. So it's about awareness of yourself. So it allows you to look beyond just the physical and material like aspects and values of the existence that you're in. So this is what I am talking about. This is why I am sharing the chakras with you, because when it's not just about that physical presence, it's not just about when you're healing, like I said, it's not just about doing, taking your supplements and drinking lemon water and celery juice and things like that. It's about working on the stresses in your life and how are you reactive or are you proactive when something comes in your life, or when somebody shares a story with you, do you go on the attack or do you stop and think about it? Because sometimes, have you ever thought about something that's happened and you've gone, oh, maybe I overreacted to that? So it's taking a step back and looking at your healing from a much more positive attitude. So the signs of a blocked crown chakra, on a mental level, when someone is too withdrawn and attached to their materialistic pursuits of the existence, as well as stuck in their way of thinking. So a person with a blocked crown chakra may experience unwillingness to be open to other ideas, thoughts, or knowledge. So if you're in this group and I'm sharing all this stuff with you and you're like, oh, what is she sharing now? I'm not open to any of it. Crown chakra. So it can produce different symptoms depending on, whether it's excessive or, insufficient activity. So symptoms of an overactive crown chakra: cynicism, apathy, spiritual addiction, self-destructive tendencies, overwhelmed by knowledge. So I know one of the main stresses when you're trying to heal your thyroid condition or your autoimmune disease is the overwhelm of the knowledge that's coming to you. There is so much out there and it becomes overwhelming. The symptoms of an underactive crown chakra are confusion about what you want to do, the lack of inspiration, and the desire to oversleep. So physical symptoms of an imbalanced crown chakra is poor coordination, chronic tension, headaches, and exhaustion. How many of us are exhausted? Lots. So I will share a crown chakra meditation with you tomorrow. So I am going to talk about the crystals for the crown chakra. I think my crown chakra is a little bit so I'm just going to look up the essential oils because I forgot to do that. I know some of them and I want to make sure exactly that I'm doing it right for you guys. So crown chakra crystals, I have one here. I'm just going to check if anybody's left any comments. Anybody? It's really hard to see on this one. So crown chakra crystals or stones: selenite, however you want to say it. This is my rather large piece. You can get them a bit smaller. You can get them in a lamp. The lamp doesn't actually enhance the properties or anything like that. But this is a really good crystal to have in your house for an absorption of like a negative energy. Clear quartz. I have a few of these around the house and I always keep one near the computer. You've got moonstone, amethyst quartz, howlite, ametrine, geode, oh my gosh, my mouth today. Labradorite. Oh, they hate me. um, are all really good to have around you when you are trying to work with your um, crown chakra. Oh my gosh. So some of the main, oh yeah, we've done all that. So we're going to go into the essential oils that are going to be great for the crown chakra. Frankincense, I feel, is like good for absolutely all the chakras because it's a real spiritual oil and helps you connect to that spirituality. So you've got Melissa, because that is a really powerful essential oil as well, and it's very expensive, but what it does for the body, and it helps rid your body of a lot of things, like energetically and physically. Lavender, helichrysum, sandalwood, any of those kind of oils, but frankincense, I would say, is something that would be an amazing essential oil. Jasmine as well. I have my jasmine here and I pop it on my chest, over my heart, because it is also good for a lot of chakra balancing. So I want to know if you are diving into these chakras and looking into it. Have you done any of the meditations? Are you reading any of the information? You don't have to do anything with the information now, but awareness is also really amazing. So if something has resonated with you here, or if I've said a few things that you think, well, I think I'm not really good at that, or this isn't balanced, or yeah, I do overthink things. I've shared the negative, when your crown chakra isn't working or when your root chakra isn't balanced. I've shared those with you. So look into it, because you never know what you will find. You never know what working on something can do, but working on it is going to do something for you, whether it gives you more knowledge, whether, it helps you actually start to balance that. It may progress you in your healing. I don't know. It can do absolutely anything, but it's not something that's going to happen overnight. It will happen, but you have to work at it. And the whole energy of how you look at it it has to change, because when you are sick, energetically, your body is vibrating very, very low. Your mind is low. Everything is low. So you do need to make changes. Taking medication is going to help balance that hormone exchange and conversion and detoxing and all those things. But it's not going to heal you, and it's not going to change anything in your body. You have to make changes. You have to do the things that make you uncomfortable sometimes. Things that, I get comments like, I'm not doing this or I'm not doing that. It's a choice. It's your choice. So I'm just here delivering the information, what has worked for me and the people that I'm working with. People that I'm working with in my program are not just doing the physical stuff. So many cleanses, detoxes, programs, whatever you want to call them, that I did focus mostly on food, and very little did anything else. There was a couple of programs that I did that had a few other aspects, a bit of qigong, or a bit of, couple of little activities to do. But the whole focus on the whole body, the holistic body, as, your emotional state, your mental state, your toxins. That's really important. If you haven't started reducing toxins, you're not going to get better. So all of those things combined are what is in my program. So I've got people who don't even have thyroid issues. They've come to me with respiratory and like sinusy and sort of issues in this area. They're coming to me with that, and headaches, this whole upper area. There's emotional reasons behind things. There's physical reason behind things. Put it all together and it creates one really powerful healing aspect for you. So have a little think about what it is, where you want to go next in your healing. Please message me if there's something that you would like to know, or you want to have a chat with me. I've got some appointments available, some time slots. Let's chat and let's see where we can get you, because we need to get you further than where you are now. Otherwise, you won't be in this group. So let me know. I can arrange a time to chat with you. Mm.